Welcome to Invest Insights. I'm Abby Maloney. I'm joined today by Harry Allen, the Chief Relationship Officer of Studio Bank. Harry, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thanks, Abby. So glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, let's dive in. Empowering creators and inspiring clients is one of the bank's main core values. What has been the most resourceful advice you've received during your career, and how has this informed the guidance you give your employees and clients today?
Yeah, thank you, Abby. A great question. At Studio Bank, we say it's our purpose to empower creators, and we start with purpose in mind, not mission, vision, values. We have all of those. But one of the most resourceful pieces of advice I've received in my career is to find your purpose and lean in. I think that successful people have opportunities come their way, and it's easy to be flattered by the ask and overextend ourselves with the yes. What I have found, and I'm glad I received that advice early in my career, is that when you are doing things that you're passionate about, they actually give you energy while you're doing them, and so you find a more engaged employee or board member, which turns into a more successful organization.
Absolutely. In your position as a boutique bank and headquartered out of Nashville that places an emphasis on creators, where do you feel you have an edge in an increasingly competitive local banking sector and in addressing customers' specific needs?
Yes. So I'm a fifth generation Nashvilleian. This is the only place I've ever called home. And I know, and the founders of Studio Bank knew the market really well. And so we knew that we'd be opening the 65th bank to be operating in Nashville. But what's going to stand us apart? For us, when we talk about creators, it is, those who are creating music, which is a meaningful economic driver to our community. Healthcare is an important industry. Folks don't think about entrepreneurship generally as creative and a creative process. But we do. We feel that most people are creative and creators. That's what makes us different from other species, is this ability to dream up something and go make it happen. And so we consider our work collaborating with those who are creating things. And as a bank, we put them in touch with bankers who understand their industries and businesses intimately. So Ron Cox, who leads our music, arts, and entertainment banking group, has banked that industry for 30 years, was a traveling musician and artist himself, a songwriter with Curb Records. You get a banker who can be a partner because they understand the work that you're involved in. And I think that has helped set us apart, knowing our community really well, and then staffing it with folks who are able to respond in terms of partnership, not just service.
Absolutely. In your position as a boutique bank headquartered out of Nashville that places an emphasis on creators, where do you feel you have an edge in an increasingly competitive local banking sector and in addressing customers' specific needs?
Yeah, really love these questions, Abby. As we were starting Nashville's next bank, we were the first new bank to launch in our community since 2008. We understood that Nashville as a community had trended more diverse, younger, and it was really important that our organization reflects the energy and diversity and creativity of the community we're serving at every level: board, executives, employees. But then, there was leadership on our executive team, and April Britt, our chief experience officer, and some of our women board members who said, banks historically have not served women entrepreneurs extremely well. I was stunned to hear, women entrepreneurs tell me stories that they walk into the bank to apply for a loan, and the banker would ask, "Where's your husband?" And she's like, "I've run a business for 10 years. And so we wanted to, uniquely serve communities that may not have always been served well. That was born out of the DNA that had been fostered from the start of the bank, not in response to any particular event in society. But that has led to the formation of a women's collective that now has over 700 women executives and business owners that meet. We provide monthly programming and ways for them to connect and build community amongst themselves, but also find out how we can be the best financial partner to them.
And as we round out our discussion today, what role does creativity play in remaining competitive in today's landscape?
So the rate of change is faster than any of us have ever seen. And so I think that being resilient organizations is critical for success, and creativity helps you respond to an increasing rate of change. I think breaking down silos within organizations, open communication, fostering a culture of leadership from whatever seat an employee sits in, and inviting ideas from your employees about how they can improve the organization is critical. It's something we invite. That collaborative spirit is real at Studio Bank, and I think it's a critical factor of success going forward.
Well, thank you very much, Harry. I appreciate our discussion today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, and take care. Hope you do well.
Well, that was Harry Allen, the Chief Relationship Officer of Studio Bank. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to hear more CEOs and thought leaders share their opinions and advice on today's business climate. Until next time, I'm Abby Maloney, and this has been Invest Insights. Thanks for tuning in.